What's up, y'all? It's T-Tar, and with the brand new trailer, we got the reveal of Terapagos' 18 type crown. We're gonna break down that whole trailer. They revealed some stuff. We're gonna start off with Terapagos' new crown. So let's give some backstory to this crown. This crown was seen once in the game, and it's in Heat's drawings. When Heat saw the image of Terapagos in his mind, he saw it with hexagons, which Terapagos doesn't have. It has pentagons, and he saw it with this crown on its back, and the crown has a Terra symbol above it. Fast forward to the trailer, that's the exact same way the crown looks. 18 types circling around it, the Terra symbol. When normal Pokemon terrestrialize and they get the little crown, this is what Terapagos gets. This is his little crown. He is so potent with power. He is all 18 types at once. In some way, they're gonna make this play out. Now, the pentagons, with baby Terapagos confirmed to be the base form, and this confirmed to be the terrestrial form. But it doesn't have the crown. And it's not hexagons. There's a shot that what this trailer just showed us is what he saw is a third form of Terapagos. Something even beefier than that. In Heat's drawings, Terapagos looks much more monstrous, like he's giant and commanding seas and destroying the earth. Maybe that's what's about to happen. But I also want to point you to one more thing hidden in this trailer about this crown. And it's when you push the terrestrialize button and you get this special symbol which represents Terapagos' back. What typing do you think this would make him? Look again at the trailer. All 18 types are spinning around actively, as if Terapagos is gonna have some active protein and constantly switch. But this is what I noticed if you look carefully. When you terrestrialize, Terapagos has the move Terra Blast. It's shown in the corner of the screen, and it changes typing as well. What is that typing shown there? There's two approaches here. It could be some brand new type, we're not gonna get into that, or it could be something like Legends Arceus, where Arceus just keeps hitting you with super effective moves. Terapagos, each time you use Terra Blast, it's just gonna pivot and keep switching to a different type. I mean, y'all tell me, what is a different way they could approach this having all 18 types at the same time? Crap. Listen, we all had Protean up until a year ago. Is it really gonna surprise us or keep us excited if Terapagos just has Protean? Like, if you go through all this terrestrializing, give him this giant crown, and it's what Greninja had since 2013. It can't be. Pokemon's smarter than that. It's not like Terapagos is gonna do some inverse battle crap either. What could they be doing? Anyhow, the next thing shown in the trailer is the official typings of the two new paradoxes. Raging Bolt the Raikou is Electric Dragon, and Iron Crown the Cobalion is Steel Psychic. Now, I suspected they might be a different typing because I read this leak that said Cobalion in its future form would be Steel Flying. And then when I checked Bulbapedia one day, they put that typing. And then I checked a couple hours later and the typing was gone. So I suspected maybe Cobalion was for some reason gonna be Steel Flying. But no, their typings are pretty solid. The Johto beasts are gonna be Dragon Dinosaurs, and the three in the future are all gonna be Psychic types. The exciting thing here is that all 6 of these new Paradox legendaries have their own signature moves. It was kind of hinted because Hydro Steam for Suicune of course only works for it, but Psyblade kind of works for all of them. So we didn't know where it stood, but it turns out all of them are getting it, which means these Paradoxes all have their own character to them. So Raging Bolt gets a new move called Thunderclap, and it's a priority electric move, which is pretty scary because Raikou being this big, beefy, long-necked dinosaur, you can imagine its speed stat is low, but it's gonna have a way around that. Now, when it comes to priority moves, there's two groups. There's the ones that do like 40 damage and the ones that do 80, like Extreme Speed and Sucker Punch. Because it's your signature move, could this really do 80 damage? And then Iron Crown gets a signature move called Tachyon Cutter. This move hits the opponent twice in a row. We have a couple moves that hit twice in Pokemon. It goes as weak as like Double Hit, which only does 35 damage, up to like Melmetal's signature move that does 60 damage. That might be what's happening here. Just like Double Iron Bash, this move's gonna do 60 damage twice. It's gonna nuke Focus Sash's Mimikyu's ability. Now you'll notice when it came to Hydro Steam and Psyblade, they actually benefited off the past and future conditions. Hydro Steam did boosted damage in the sun, even though it's a water move, and Psyblade did boosted damage in the electric terrain, but nothing is written about it for these moves, and it could be the case they don't get boosted because Hydro Steam and Psyblade don't actually have secondary effects. And then there's also 2 new moves. A move called Upper Hand, which I originally thought was like Sucker Punch because it said that it attacks before the opponent's priority move. But what it's more like is Fake Out because it flinches the opponent. So Fake Out is a normal type move that does 40 damage and flinches. This will probably be a 40 damage fighting move that flinches. That's pretty good. And who do they show using it? Hariyama? You're giving these slow Pokemon priority moves. And the last move is Psychic Noise, just a new psychic move that has the effect of blocking the opponent from healing. One move in the game originally had this effect. It was Heal Block. Now it's been combined with the damaging move. This effect goes pretty deep. With Heal Block, the enemy Pokemon can't even use HP draining moves like Draining Kiss, Oblivion Wing, Giga Drain. So depending on how you use these 2 moves, it can be pretty good. And the last thing shown in the trailer is the return of every starter Pokemon formerly. Before, it was only Charizard and the 3 Legend starters that were in the game. Not even Bulbasaur and Squirtle's families were in the game. And now they've added all of them. And to the Pokemon fans trying to figure out if any of the starters will get Tera Forms, this just made it kind of complicated. I think the best guess would be the Galar starters, which, you know, they're shown in the trailer. It's kind of cool to see. Or the Paldia starters. If any starters are going to get Tera Forms, it's one of those 2 groups, I'd say. Look at here. There's actually a better screenshot of Terapagos doing the terastallizing. Sucker, how does... Wait. Something's wrong here. How does Terapagos have Glaive Rush, Icicle Crash, and Dragon Dance? This looks like you have an Excalibur, and I see Excalibur's toenail. How could Excalibur have the Alright, is this a glitch? Game Freak didn't... Because Game Freak hacks their games when they make their trailers. They just don't let us hack our games. Did they accidentally do this, or are they accidentally leaking that Excalibur has a Tera Form? Maybe this is the symbol that any Tera Pokemon gets when they try to terastallize and they've met the conditions to Tera Form, which we know nothing about anyway, aside from Ogerpon. That might be the case. And if Terra Blast can change its appearance even if an Excalibur uses it, to this, maybe Tera Forms set you into a predetermined like dual type. Could this be the universal Tera Form symbol? Or they get to keep their typing, but keep the Terra benefits, which means their stab moves do twice as much damage. Maybe that's what Tera Forms could be. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits here. Make sure y'all shank that like button. Let me know your theories. DM me on Instagram. And we have the Poltegeist potential reveal on August 22nd. I'll talk more about that later. Right now, this is what's interesting. Did they mean to show the screenshot like this? I thought it was a Terapagos. It's a Baxcalibur. They've pushed Terastallize and it's made this symbol instead of the ordinary one of the 18 type symbols and changed Terra Blast. There's something happening here. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.